What is going on, guys? I'm the Moose, and today I'm bringing you a huge pack opening. Here we got an All-Pro pack that they had a couple days back. This was just for fun. I kind of thought, I have a lot of coins, I might as well rip an All-Pro pack. Let's see what I can pull here. I know what I get here, so I'm not going to spoil it. But moving along, we have some bronzes, a silver from the Saints, another silver from the Rams, a little recording glitch there, so don't worry about that little green thing, and then a Vontae Davis 96 overall cornerback, playoffs edition. This is an insanely good cornerback, and I was very, very happy to pull this, very, very excited. Now let's move on over to a Lombardi pack and a bonus pack from Madden. These are pretty simple, but I do want to show you guys, and later on in the video I will be showing you probably a good 100k worth of pro packs. Now we get the Super Bowl 40 Lombardi up, or not Lombardi up, what am I saying, loyalty collectible, whatever you want to call that, so that's pretty nice. And the Madden bonus, let's see what we can get. Remember, this is a gold card, a silver card, and a bronze card, along with a collectible, so we get John Madden football, and I believe I waited to see what year it was. 1991 I think is what the year is. Yes, 1991 cover. That's pretty nice to have. Now let's move on over to some pro packs. I think we're going to open about 100k worth to try and pull Tyron Smith, my boy from the Cowboys. Sadly, it was not a limited edition Football Outsider. It was just a standard Football Outsider, 94 overall, and sadly also it was going for about 100k on the auction block, which is pretty disappointing. That's a lot, and I'm not really feeling spending that much on him, even though I spent 100k to try and pull him. At least 100k makes for a good video, but buying it off the auction block for 100k doesn't really do me much good, other than get him for my Al Cowboys team. Then again, I will eventually pull him, or not pull him, I will eventually get him off the auction block if I can't actually pull him, but since it's not a limited edition, that means it will still be in packs, so you never know, I could eventually pull him. So as you guys can see so far, my first few packs have been kind of trash, not really getting much here. Get another gold, and here's our first decent card, I would say, a Randy Moss first round draft collectible, legendary collectible. I have not checked its price yet. If you guys do know the price, let me know down in the comments below. I was going to check that sometime this week. Hopefully that's a pretty good card to have. Moving on here, got a lot of bronzes and silvers so far. And we get a Mike Glennon quarterback, the final edition. This is the second time I've pulled this. This is not worth that much, maybe about 6,000, 7,500, something like that. But at least I'll make my coins back from this pack, or just about. Definitely not a quarterback I would use, but if you're trying to do the final edition collection, you will need that card. So, that's decent for me to pull because somebody's going to be looking for it. We get an Adam Jones here, again, another trash pack. A little frustrating, not gonna lie, but we're gonna keep ripping and see what we can pull here. Moving on, New England coach, Ron Rivera playbook. I was checking to see if that was the offensive playbook. It was not, and still nothing from these packs. Really nothing except for that Randy Moss and maybe the Mike Glennon, if you really want to consider that a good pull. But max, I probably have nowhere near how many coins I'm going to spend here. Again, with a terrible pack. These were just not favorable to me tonight. And for some reason, I could not pull anything good. So, another gold, terrible pack. Once again, also, if you guys know of any of the cards that I'm pulling, if they're worth any value, please let me know down in the comments down below. I'm not completely sure. And it is pretty difficult for me to search up everything. With my reserves, I probably have at least 400, 500 people in reserves, so I don't know who's worth anything and who's not, who I can just quick sell and who I should actually put up on the auction block for an extended period of time. Moving on here, the last card is going to be our gold or better. Let's see what we get. And it is a Vernon Davis playoff card, 96 overall tight end. This is easily the best tight end I have ever pulled in Ultimate Team so far this year. My tight end, if you guys missed my lineup update, was Julius Thomas, only a 91 overall that I had pulled a while back. And this is a 96 overall Vernon Davis. What a beast pull right there. I really like that. And I actually checked his price in the auction block, and he was going for upwards of 40k. So I'm going to hold on to him for now, but I might sell him in the future. It'd be pretty nice, amount of coins that I'll get from him. Moving on, we got two more packs here. Let's see what we can get. We get a Deacon Jones Troll Legend Rookie. It made me really annoyed, especially after all these terrible packs. I pretty much got the Vernon Davis, the Vontae Davis from my All-Pro pack, and maybe the Randy Moss collectible and the Mike Glennon, but that's about it for, decent pulls, unless something that I pulled that is worth a lot that I just don't know about. But overall, I would say this is a pretty bad, pack opening so far. But that's gonna end it there. That's basically 100k down the drain. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and check out my other Madden videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.